want you to start with is just play a low F. I've yet to play a bass clarinet that was in some sort of playing condition that the low F wasn't a pretty good note. So just play a nice long note. All I'm after is that we get into the resonance of that note and not overblow. On looking at the bass, many people think, I'm going to have to use so much more air than I do on clarinet. The airflow is mainly governed by the size of this aperture, the opening between the reed and the mouthpiece, which is not very much bigger than the clarinet opening. So don't blow imagining what the size of the bore is. The other thing that's important to remember is the larger the instrument, the slower the airflow has to be. Okay? I mean, it's just like going from a trumpet to a tuba. Trumpet is going to have very high velocity air. Tuba has to have a very slow velocity. It's the same thing here, that we don't want to press the air as fast as we might on a clarinet. It's a little slower. Now, if you're an advanced clarinet player, you know that there are differences in resistance from note to note on any given clarinet. It doesn't matter what company you play, whether you're on A or B flat, going from one note to another may feel slightly different. We have the same problems on the bass, but they're going to come in different places. So one of the things we want to start to become accustomed to is where are they going to happen. So what I do is go back to that low F, play the note, and go start to move up the scale, trying to match each note. Now breathe wherever you need to take a breath, start the note you were on, and go on. Anytime you feel that the notes are not matching very well, go back, try it again. So we're trying to, I think of focusing the sound as narrowing it and lengthening it, all right? So that we're not getting this kind of foghorn sound at the bottom, which to me is unfocused. We want to focus it in this way and up this way. As you start to become accustomed to that, play some scales. On bass, I suggest something as simple as the close scales. Any of you who have ever seen the close method, you know that there's those little scales that they're just 2 octaves. We don't need extended range scales on bass clarinet in the beginning. So just get used to playing scales. Why do I suggest scales? Well, I think for any of us, when we pick up an auxiliary instrument, if we're used to the clarinet, the size difference in the fingerings is one of the first problems that we're going to have. Where many people squeak on bass clarinet in the beginning and they think, oh, my embouchure's all wrong. In actuality, they hit a key that they weren't expecting to. That would give you a very good squeak in a hurry. We've got to figure out where the keys are. Remember the first time, if you're a clarinet player, the first time you ever tried an A clarinet after many years of playing only B flat. The A felt huge. Well, now you're going to this. So whether you're going to an E flat, a basset horn, a bass clarinet, just practice your scales.